What's up, you guys? Welcome back to this week's One Piece chapter review, and in this week's video we're going to be talking about One Piece chapters 922, 923, and 924. Now, to be honest, I was excited and shocked in One Piece chapter 922 to see Luffy fighting Kaido, because I just didn't think I would be seeing it so early on. But it was amazing to see Luffy jump straight into Gear 4 and launch this barrage of attacks at Kaido. And it was equally amazing to see Kaido just eat up all those attacks and take absolutely no damage. But then again, this is the same Yonko who fell from the sky, created a large crater in an island, destroyed several nearby ships in that impact, and managed to wipe the floor with Eustace, Hawkins, and Apu, and their crew, with nothing but complaining of a minor headache from the fall. Now, another thing that I liked about these last three chapters, and just this Wano arc in general, is it's handled a lot differently from Big Mom's arc and her crew's arc. And with Big Mom and her crew, there was this lack of a threat. There was this lack of an immediate danger to them. Because with Big Mom's crew, and I've said it several times, they were very incompetent. And with Big Mom herself, she was this far off threat. She was this threat that was in the background. And you know that she's powerful, and you know that she can cause a lot of damage, but those hunger cravings of hers, as well as the psychological breakdown that she had with Mother Caramel's painting, it really took away from her lethality, in my opinion. Was she going psycho and was she going berserk? Yeah. And was she causing a lot of damage, and was she giving the Straw Hats a hard time? Yes. But at the same time, it was kind of uncontrolled, undirected rage. And it took her children kind of manipulating her hunger cravings for the wedding cake, because that was pretty much the only reason she attacked them in the first place. She only attacked them because Sparrow said, yeah, they have the cake. Otherwise, she was just going to destroy her own territory. Now, say what you want about Kaido being drunk, but Kaido is not with the bullshit. When Hawkins pointed straight at the castle, Kaido fired a fire blast and obliterated it. When Luffy started attacking him, he ate all of those attacks, and then he one-shotted Luffy. The same cannot be said for Big Mom, because when Luffy went Gear 4 against Big Mom, she had to block that with Haki. And then Luffy managed to flee. And with Big Mom, I felt like her arc really ended lackluster, because she was really only after the wedding cake. And if she had to destroy the Straw Hats to do so, she was going to do that. That was really her whole goal in the first place, just to get the wedding cake, because Sparrow wanted to kill two birds with one stone. Defeat the Straw Hats and try to avert Big Mom's wrath. Now, I just kind of felt like it really made Big Mom look weak on several different events in her arc, with Jinbei resisting the Soul Focus, Devil Fruit ability of hers. It really took away the big intimidation factor. Like, this woman can take away your lifespan. Then it turns out she can only take away your lifespan if you fear her. Other than that, that really OP aspect of her Devil Fruit ability is out the window. That was pretty much the intimidation factor, that she could rip out your soul, she could rip out your lifespan and kill you on the spot. But the fact is, you have to be scared of her, and there's not going to be no fear in Kaido. You can't take away a man's lifespan who can transform into a fucking dragon and breathe divine fire. What can be done about that? And besides, her wrath was pretty much averted by Sanji baking a cake. And with Kaido in his drunken fits, it's kind of a mixed bucket. You don't know whether he's going to be happy, you don't know whether he's going to be sad, you don't know whether he's going to be angry, but you do know that this guy is straight to the business. And, he fucked up his own crew members because they held up wanted posters of Luffy and Law, and he knocked them so hard that they freaking went into the ocean. So, I just don't know how to tell you the difference in lethality at this point. Now, another thing going forward that separates Big Mom's crew from Kaido's crew is Big Mom, she ran her crew in a sense like a business and like a mafia, like an organization, in a sense, marrying off her children for political connections and so on and so forth. And she supposedly had this intelligence network and all of this other stuff that couldn't tell her that Beige Capone was a serial assassin who takes out very powerful leaders. Yeah, let's just have him become a subordinate. And let's just have him see how our whole entire inner operation works. Because he's not going to do it, apparently. He's a member of the worst generation, but yeah, he's going to somehow respect Big Mom and her crew. Yeah. Because he's married to a daughter that she doesn't even like. That she has been constantly physically abusing and emotionally abusing. Yeah, like that's going to work out. Like it's not going to turn out into an assassination plot anytime soon. You know, it's just some of the things that Big Mom and her crew just overlooked. Just kind of, it was ridiculous. Now, the only reason I'm giving Kaido and his Beast Pirates a pass, in a sense, is because there was no, pretense of them being intelligent. These guys are absolute savages. These guys had literally gassed a mink tribe for a bunch of samurai and a ninja that they didn't know that they had, or that they was willing to lie for, to the point that all of them got gassed. They were willing to fight several days with the mink tribe. Jack the Drought was willing to fight several days with the mink tribe for that. And he was willing to torture all of them after gassing them for that. There's no, assumption that these guys were intelligent people. All we know is that the Beast Pirates are ruthless. All we know that Kaido is ruthless. And, for all of Big Mom's cunning and her organization and her political marriages with her children, I'm going with Kaido's ruthlessness right now. His ruthlessness is getting a lot of stuff accomplished. Luffy stepped up and he got beat down. Now Luffy's in prison. However, I am gonna kind of, tone back the hype for that, because we did see Luffy get imprisoned in that book prison in Big Mom's arc, and we did see Luffy escape from that, and we know that Luffy's probably most likely gonna escape from this one as well. Now, my predictions for Chapter 924 before it came out was that Shootin' Maru was going to attack Kaido, buying Law enough time to grab Luffy, and Luffy, Law, and Shootin' Maru would flee into the mountains. Because we do know that Shootin' Maru has managed to evade Kaido and Lord Orochi for a long time. But the opposite turned out. Shootin' Maru didn't do shit. Law managed to get intercepted by Basil Hawkins, who can shoot sea stone nails, which I think is pretty overpowered in itself. And we see that Luffy gets thrown into the same prison as Eustace. And we also see the silhouetted figure that is being fed poisonous fish, and apparently this guy is so dangerous that he can't even have the bones in his fish because he can spit it out with such force. And it can only make you imagine who the freak is in that cell. And my theory is that it is Momonosuke's father. Now, I know that Kaido supposedly executed him with Lord Orochi, but let's just be honest here. This is the same Wano country propaganda that is being told at the schools, that Lord Orochi's famous sword style was the thing that defeated Kazuki Oden, and it was the same thing that managed to, do all this other amazing stuff. But let's just be honest, in a power scaling sense, Shootin' Maru was giving Jack the Drought a run for his money and was looking like he was going to beat him. And Shootin' Maru's managed to fight Kaido in the past and survive. Now, consider this. Kazuki Oden beat Boy Ashura, who is Shootin' Maru, before. And it didn't seem like it was a difficult fight from the way it was portrayed in the past. And Kazuki Oden had several other powerful allies. Now, if Kazuki Oden beat Boy Ashura, and it didn't seem like it was being portrayed as a very difficult fight, And Shunmaru, Boy Ashura, is able to do this much damage to Jack the Drought and is able to survive a fight with Kaido. And we see just how forgiving Kaido is. You know, despite the fact that Law was threatening Doflamingo and saying, hey, if you fuck up that smile deal, Kaido's gonna kill you. Then we hear from Kaido himself, he actually felt sad for Doflamingo. He wasn't pissed at him. He pitied him because he was weak enough to get beaten by Luffy and Law. We also see that when he's drunk, he was pretty much offering Shunmaru another chance to become a subordinate of his. Now, if he's willing to have Shunmaru as a subordinate, after all the shit Shunmaru has done, after raiding and pillaging Lord Orochi's crops and causing all this trouble and attacking Jack the Drought and attacking him, and you know, he didn't brutalize Luffy after one-shotting him, despite the fact that Luffy interrupted his smile operation that he had going on, infiltrated Wano, and then directly just ran up in his shit with Gear 4 attacks. And he's trying to basically break his spirit and turn him into a subordinate as well. It just makes you wonder, did they really kill Momonosuke's father? Did they really kill Kazuki Oden? Like, I just really think it's a bunch of Wano country propaganda, and that Kazuki Oden is sitting in that cell. We know that Kaido, at least from the behavior and at least the way he operates right now, he respects power. And, you know, he'll beat the shit out of you, but if you're strong enough, he will still want you to be a part of his crew. We see this with X-Drake attacking his territory and attacking Scotch, and then we see X-Drake is now working as subordinate of Kaido. We see the same thing with Basso Hawkins. And, you know, I just kind of find it hard to believe that Kazuki Oden really got executed. It would be a really interesting twist to see if he's in that cell. And him, Luffy, Law, Eustace Kid, I don't think Basso Hawkins is coming around. It'll probably be a lot for Basso Hawkins to turn around and join them, but the alliance that Kinemon and Momonosuke and the rest of them have going on, all of them group up and they might be able to take down Kaido. But I think it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while, judging from the fight that Luffy had with Kaido. None of those attacks were doing damage. And I think it's going to be a while. Luffy's going to have to train a little bit in Wano country. And I think this is where Shunmaru is going to come in with those mountains. And Luffy and Law and the rest of them, they're going to be training in those mountains, getting Luffy stronger, or they're going to figure out some type of hole or some type of kink in Kaido's armor or devil fruit that allows them to do some damage. And I do think that Momonosuke is going to play a crucial role in the future, especially with his ability to transform into a dragon, and you know, a parallel or symbolic parallels going on here in this arc somewhere along the lines. Who knows? But what are your predictions? Who do you think is in that cell? What do you think is going to happen in the next few chapters? Do you think that Shunmaru is going to be playing a more crucial role? What are the other calamities or disasters that you want to see besides Jack the Drought? What do you think their Zoan Devil Fruit abilities are, or artificial smile abilities are? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.